Hello students, in this part we are going to learn about the digestive enzymes. Digestion is a process of breakdown of complex substances into simpler ones to be absorbed into the body cells. The entire process of digestion comprises of mechanical digestion and chemical digestion. In this part, we will not be talking about the mechanical digestion, that is chewing, swallowing and peristalsis. Instead, we are going to talk about the process of digestion which involves the enzyme. That means the enzymatic action. So the process of digestion starts in our mouth. Our mouth secretes saliva, and this saliva has an enzyme which is called as salivary amylase or ptyalin, right? So which gland secretes saliva? Salivary gland. Our mouth has three pair of salivary gland that secretes saliva. Salivary amylase or ptyalin breaks down starch, that is a polysaccharide, into disaccharide, which is maltose. Right? Once maltose has been formed, further digestion of maltose will be completed in the small intestine. Now from the mouth, the food reaches our stomach with the help of the food pipe or esophagus. There is no secretion of digestive enzyme in the esophagus. That means the action of saliva is going to continue in the esophagus also. The moment the food mixed with saliva, which is called as a bolus, reaches your stomach, when the bolus reaches the stomach, the action of salivary amylase ends because of the change in the pH. In the stomach, there is release or secretion of gastric juice, which comprises of hydrochloric acid, pepsin and renin. Pepsin and renin, these are protein digesting enzyme, and they are present in inactive form, which is called as pepsinogen and prorenin. Once pepsinogen comes in contact to HCl, pepsinogen gets converted to pepsin, and prorenin by the action of HCl gets converted into renin. So HCl has a few roles in our stomach. First, it removes or it kills the germs. Second, it makes the enzyme active. And the third, it converts the food into acidic chyme. Right? So once pepsin and renin are formed, pepsin will convert or will break down the protein into smaller peptides, and renin is going to digest or break down casein or milk protein into paracasein. Pepsin and renin, they are protein digesting enzyme. They are going to break the peptide bonds between the complex protein to convert them into simpler compounds. Right? Now the process of digestion is complete in stomach. Now further digestion will take place in the small intestine. The first part of small intestine is called as the duodenum. Right? So in duodenum, further digestive process takes place. Now in duodenum, we have secretion of two glands. The first one is the liver and the second one is the pancreas. Liver secretes a secretion which is called as bile. And what does bile do? Bile plays a two important role in the process of digestion. First thing, it converts the acidic chyme to alkaline chyme. How bile is able to convert acidic chyme to alkaline chyme? Because bile consists of the bicarbonate salt. Why is it important? Like, why alkaline chyme is important? See, when the food reaches the duodenum, there is a secretion from pancreas which is called as a pancreatic juices, and pancreatic juices consist of the enzyme which will only be functional if it is secreted into a substrate which is alkaline. So the food that comes from the stomach is acidic, right? The pH is acidic. So if the enzymes, they are released onto the substrate which is acidic, they are never going to act. So first, the acidic chyme that came from the food has to be converted into alkaline chyme, and who is going to convert it? The bile. This is the first function of bile. The second function of bile is emulsification. Emulsification is a process by which a big globule of fat is converted into thin sheets so that more enzymes they can act on it, right? So now there is formation of emulsified fat, and the food also gets converted into alkaline chyme. Now the pancreatic juices will be secreted into the duodenum. Pancreatic juices consist of enzyme which is trypsin, amylase or amylopsin, and the third one is stepsin. Like in the stomach, we had pepsin and renin, and they were secreted in inactive form. In the same way, in the duodenum also, the pancreatic enzyme which is trypsin, it is secreted as trypsinogen, which is again inactive. Trypsinogen will be converted into active trypsin by the action of enterokinase, which is secreted by the wall of duodenum. So once enterokinase is secreted, trypsinogen gets converted into trypsin, and trypsin breaks down proteins, peptones, and proteoses into simpler dipeptides. Amylase, which is also called as amylopsin, converts the leftover starch into maltose. Children, see, some percentage of starch got digested in our mouth, but not the entire starch got digested. So there is still starch left. So the leftover starch will be digested in the duodenum by the action of the pancreatic juice. Third one is the emulsified fat. From where did we get the emulsified fat? By the action of bile. Now this emulsified fat will be acted by stepsin and will lead to the formation of fatty acids and glycerol. Now in duodenum, what are the food complexes that we got? We got dipeptide, we got maltose, and we got fatty acids and glycerol, which need to be digested further. Now the food will reach ileum, which is the last part of small intestine, and in this part the intestinal juices are secreted. Intestinal juices, they are also called as succus entericus. Now we learn about the enzymes that are the part of the intestinal juices. The enzymes are erepsin, maltase, sucrase, lactase, and lipase. Erepsin is a protein digesting enzyme which converts peptides and dipeptides into smaller amino acids. Maltase, it digests maltose into two molecules of glucose. Sucrase digests sucrose into glucose and fructose. Lactase will digest lactose into glucose and galactose, and lipase is going to digest the leftover emulsified fat into fatty acids and glycerol. So amino acid, glucose, fructose, galactose, fatty acids and glycerol, these are all simple components, right, which can be absorbed into our body readily. So this is that's all about the enzymatic action that happens in our body.